Hey, 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 good afternoon, Facebook. Man, it is a beautiful day here in Cincinnati, Ohio. And as promised, every Tuesday I go live inside of Live Fit Solutions, Mind, Body, and Spirit, where it is my fervent desire to bring you valuable content that you can use in your life. My name is Shahida Akbar, and I want to welcome you to today's Talk About It Tuesday, where I will be talking to you about life insurance and how life insurance fits into your fitness goals. Now, when you think about fitness, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? For most people, it's diet and exercise. Well, we have other fitness goals. I challenge you to expand your perceptions of fitness. I challenge you to think about fitness in more ways than just diet and exercise. For instance, what about financial fitness? We have to look at our finances and build a foundation of fitness that will serve us. Um, oh, the sign fell over. Oh, well. We have to look at our financial fitness goals and really determine if they are going to help us throughout our entire life. I also want to ask you, are you aware that September is Life Insurance Awareness Month? Probably not, but it is. And because it's Life Insurance Awareness Month, I wanted to show you or talk to you about how life insurance should be at the center, at the core of your financial fitness goals. Now, I ask you, when you think about life insurance, what comes to mind? What's the first thing you think of? For most people, it's death. And people don't like to talk about death, but believe me, it is a very real part of each and every one of us, each and every one of our lives, should I say. We all have to deal with it at some point in time. Um, if you think about life insurance, you have some preconceived notions about what it is and how it works, and we typically only think about it in terms of a death benefit. But I ask you, or I challenge you to think about why people have insurance. For instance, you buy a car. You're not driving that car off the lot unless, of course, you have auto insurance. If you if you buy a house, you are not going to sit at that closing table and not have insurance. The mortgage holder is going to make you pay for insurance to protect their investment. But think about how many people have a baby. And in order for you to be able to bring your baby home from the hospital only requires, or the law only requires, that your baby is in some type of safety seat. What about life insurance? You insure your car, you insure your house, you insure your iPhone or your Galaxy, Samsung, or whatever. You have renter's insurance to insure your property if you rent your apartment. But we don't give thought to ensuring the most precious gift that we have, and that's our life. Too many times we look on social media, or we know firsthand when a loved one dies suddenly, we don't have the financial means to take care of um, that person's final expenses. So it has become popular nowadays to have GoFundMe accounts set up. to do fish fries and car washes. And what that says on a broader level is not only was the person who passed away not prepared, neither is his or her family, because the family can't pool their monies together to cover final expenses. Did you know that life insurance should be at the core of your financial planning, at the core of your financial fitness foundation? Life insurance is for the living as well as for the deceased. It's a financial decision, kinda. It's an emotional decision, kinda. But it is definitely a financial decision. If you're looking at getting married, you and your fiance should really sit down and, as you're discussing your finances, look at your long-term needs, your life insurance needs. What if something should happen to one of you and that income is now gone? What if you bring children into that union, either from a previous relationship or you two decide to have children? And something unforeseen, because that's what insurance is there to cover, the unforeseen circumstance. What if you have to deal with something like that and you're not prepared? Life insurance gives you the freedom to grieve. It's hard enough to grieve someone you love and they pass away unexpectedly, but it makes it so much harder if you have to worry about the financial aspect of how you're going to lay your loved one to rest. I want you to think about life insurance from a living benefit perspective rather than just from a death benefit perspective. A lot of people only have life insurance through their employer. I was one of those people. I worked for 30 years. I had provided employer-based life insurance. It was 5 times my salary, but the benefit only paid in the event that I died while employed. Well, I didn't. When I retired and left my employment, the cost of that same policy was astronomical, so I had to seek out private insurance. Employer-based insurance typically doesn't have any type of living benefit. It's strictly a death benefit. That's something I want you to think about. What happens if you're disabled and you can't work that job anymore? What happens if you are terminated? Now you don't have any coverage. So, food for thought. Think about life insurance and your needs beyond employer-based life insurance. What if you have a high-risk job and the likelihood or the possibility of you having a disability or injury that could alter your ability to work occurred? How would you provide for your family? High-risk jobs aren't jobs that you've never heard of. Policemen, firemen, construction workers, people that work in the oil and gas industry, people that work in aviation, they all have high-risk jobs. What if something should happen and you are unable to now work that job? How do you provide for your family? Employer-based life insurance doesn't have living benefits. What if you are a part of what I like to call the sandwich generation? What's the sandwich generation? You are still working or still raising your kids. They may be young, they may be in college, you may be helping them financially. And on this side, you've got aging parents who need long-term care. And there's no vehicle in place for that. What do? That's where a good life insurance policy comes in, because some life insurance policies include long-term care insurance. What if you have a desire or a joy, you find joy in being a thrill seeker? You might like to skydive or race dirt bikes or mountain climb. If you don't have an insurance policy in place as part of your financial fitness, what happens if something should happen to you? We get life insurance because we care about our loved ones, because we want to make sure that our loved ones are cared for if something should happen to us and we are no longer in the position to be able to provide for them. We are fearful of life insurance because we're uneducated about life insurance. A lot of people don't talk to professional financial planners because they think they don't have enough money for it. That's not true. We don't have the right education to know sometimes what our needs are. So I challenge you to sit down. If you are married with your spouse, if you are single, sit down and look at it for yourself. If you are a parent, sit down and look at it for your children. What is your plan? If something happens to you, what's the plan? Who's going to look after your children or your spouse? How is your business going to go on? You know, there's times that you hear about a person passing away and they had their own business or a family-run business, and now the business got to close because ain't nobody got no money to keep the business going. But a good life insurance policy can help you and your people who survive you to keep that business going, to keep that income coming in for your family. So I say this month, September, Life Insurance Awareness Month, my challenge to you is to sit down and look over your personal financial situation, to sit down with, connect with a professional financial strategist and develop a plan so that you and your family are protected and your financial fitness is solid. So until next Tuesday, because I don't want to keep you long, think about it. Don't just think about it, be about it. Go do something about it. Get your life insurance and your financial planning on solid ground. If there's a topic that you want to hear more about or that you have a passion for, put it in the comments. Let us know so that we can, again, bring you valuable content that can help you on your fitness journey to be physically fit, financially fit, and spiritually fit. So I want to say to everybody, I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you next Tuesday.